Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Abby. I'm with Fitness is Medicine. Today we're going to do another great workout you can do in your home with minimal equipment. We're going to need one set of dumbbells on the medium height or medium weight side, a bench or a bed or a coffee table or something that you can do an exercise on, a step. I'm just going to use a step stool, but if you have an exercise step, you can use that as well. And a ball if you have one, otherwise you can just sit on a chair or something. And I think that's it. So remember to come into these workouts warmed up and ready to move. 5 to 10 minutes of a cardio workout just to get your heart rate up, your muscles and joints warmed up and ready for movement, and your mindset ready for movement. Okay, we're going to start with one of the dumbbells on the bench. If you have one, you can always use the side of your bed or a coffee table or something as well. We're going to put the same side, knee and arm on the bench, and then I want a good flat back. So if you're starting here, think about flattening that back, keeping your head in line with your spine. And we're going to do a reverse fly with one arm. So keep your tummy nice and tight, pull it out to the side, and slowly lower it back down. Keeping that head in line, like I said, engage your tummy as you pull that weight away from your center. Try not to swing it. If it's feeling like too much, obviously go down in weight, but you can also make that lever just a little bit shorter by just bending your elbow and leaving it bent a little bit. It's harder to do on one side than both sides, so you may need to drop it down a weight if you're used to doing reverse flies like this with 2 weights. And rest. Good. Now I'm going to switch sides and turn around and put that same side, again, hand and knee on the bench, flatten that back, head in line, tummy tight. 1. Nice and slow out to the side. 4. Like I said, remember, it may feel different on one side or the other. You can bend that elbow and make that lever a little bit shorter. 6, 7, 3 more. 8, 9, and 10. All right, I'm gonna put that weight down and I'm gonna push my bench out of the way. Okay, now we're gonna use that step. If you have an exercise step, that's great. If you don't, I'm just gonna use a little step stool and a weight. You don't have to use a weight, but you can use a kettlebell or a dumbbell or just one of the dumbbells that we just used. And we're going to start on the side of the step. We're going to go up and over. So we're going to call that 1. I'm going to scoot back just a little bit. Now, do this with something in front of you, like a banister, or a kitchen table, kitchen counter or something, so you've got that balance. Keep your tummy nice and tight, holding that weight in one side. Breathe. Now you're holding that weight in one side, but trying to maintain level and stability here. Okay, now we're going to switch which arm is holding the weight. Tighten that tummy, get nice and stable and level. Going sideways, getting some lateral movement. Nice and slow and controlled. All right. If you do have an exercise step, those heights are adjustable, so you can make it usually like 3 different heights. Kind of a low, medium, and a higher. Okay, rest. So you can start, wherever you need to. If the low feels better on your knees or your hips, and then you can eventually work up to the higher, that's great. Okay, now we're going to lower down to the floor onto your hands and knees. In the starting position, I want your hands directly beneath your shoulders, your knees directly beneath your hips. And we're going to do what are called donkey kicks. This is a really small range of motion, actually, the way I want these done today. So I'm going to have you put one leg up like this, with your foot flat, like you're going to push the ceiling away. And I just want small little pulses here, so that your back is staying level. And you're really just engaging your glutes here. A little bit of hamstring. And switch. Put that other foot up, just like you're gonna push the ceiling away. Keeping that tummy nice and tight. You wanna keep your core tight so that your back stays level. And rest. All right, good. Okay, stand up nice and slowly if you get dizzy when you're sitting on the ground and then you stand up. I'm gonna sit on a ball for this one, but you can sit on the edge of a chair or a bench. We're just gonna do some seated shoulder twists, or just some side reaches. So I want you to just reach side to side like this. So I'm kind of shifting my weight a little bit side to side as I reach, but this is sort of a rejuvenation, moving side to side, waking up your torso. This can be done like right away in the morning or before you go to bed, just kind of moving things around, stretching. Just kind of stretch as far as you can go. You can do this standing, seated, on a ball, lots of different ways. But it can be a really good way to kind of wake things up, stretch out that core, stretch out your back, stretch out your shoulders. One more each way. And rest. Okay, good. One more on the ground. We're gonna lie down on your back this time. We're gonna do a little core exercise. Now this one can be more challenging than it seems. We're gonna do a double knee lift. So I want you to pick both feet up off the ground and then slowly lower them back down. Now before you start, think about flattening your back to the floor so you're getting a good tummy engagement, a little bit of a posterior pelvic tilt. You're gonna lift those knees and see if you can almost set them back down, but don't quite. Now, here where you almost set them back down is the tough point because you don't want your hips to rock and pull your back out of that flat position. Now, if this is really challenging for you and you can't do it without hurting your back, keep going. You could do one leg at a time and really focus on tightening here and keeping your back flat. And then the next progression would be alternating like this, kind of a midway. They change places. Tummy nice and tight. And then trying to do both at the same time. Really maintaining that flat back right here. Let's do two more. And rest. Okay, good. Those are ones, the slower you go, the more effective they're going to be. But try those variations if you are having any back pain or if it's just really challenging for you to get into that. Okay, go through those once or twice again, add a little cardio in between, and then follow with a good cool down and stretch. If you have any questions or need any modifications, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, have a great workout and we'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.